We're going to be making half square triangles using Thangles today as part of our ongoing series of making blocks, half square triangle blocks using different half square triangle methods. This is part of my 2025 block of the month. Every single month on the first of the month, I release a video with the instructions for making that month's block, and then every month on the second of the month I release a video showing a different way of making the same block using different kinds of half square triangle techniques. So by the end of this year, we'll have learned, seen, played with at least 12 different ways to make half square triangles. And maybe some of these you'll love, maybe some of these you'll hate, but you'll have an idea of different techniques that are out there as we approach half square triangles on all different kinds of quilts and projects in our quilty career. Now, Thangles are a triangle paper. We already used a triangle paper earlier in this series with the triangles on a roll. I'll give you a spoiler. There is one more triangle paper that we're going to be trying. So we'll have tried out 3 different kinds of triangle paper, but there are lots and lots and lots of different kinds of triangle paper that you can try. So if you find that you love triangle paper, get a couple different kinds in different sizes, so that way you don't need all 4-inch half square triangles. I had the 3-inch, this is the 4-inch. Get them in different sizes so that you can play with them and find out which brand, which type you like, and then you can get that brand in the different sizes as you need them. But they're all fairly similar. So we're going to go ahead and put our Thangles on our fabric strip. Now, I did cut my fabric strip already to size, and this is exactly to the width of the Thangles. And I'm going to go ahead and just trim this off. Now, we need 4 of these half square triangles, and this is going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just going to make exactly how many we need. And we want to pin everything in place so that nothing shifts. Now, the last time we used triangle paper with the triangles on a roll, we got to kind of go round and round. This is not a round and round type triangle paper. It is stitch, 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 stitch. So we're just stitching straight across each time. And you can shorten your stitch length, but Thangles actually says that you don't need to shorten your stitch length because of the kind of paper that they have. And then also we can use the foundation piecing water pen to moisten the paper and make it easier to rip out as well. So we're going to go ahead and take this to the sewing machine, and we're just going to stitch on those stitch lines, and then we can come back and cut on the cutting lines. Alright, now that this has been stitched, we can pull out our pins and trim everything up. Alright, there we go. This is our half square triangle, and you can see because of the offset of the Thangles, there already is one of the dog ears that is clipped off. So we're going to go ahead and rip out these papers. I haven't used Thangles before, so I'm going to go ahead and try ripping it out without triangle paper. It's pretty crisp. Ripping it out without using the foundation piecing water pen. It's pretty crisp. I feel like it did pull on the stitches a little more than I want, so I'm going to use the foundation piecing water pen. If you're not familiar with the foundation piecing water pen, this is a tool that I invented for being able to rip the papers out of foundation paper piecing easier. And you just you unscrew it, fill the reservoir with water. Here we go, unscrew it, fill the reservoir with water, and then the tip is a foam tip, not a brush tip. And so it just leaves a little bit of water right on that seam line. It doesn't soak through and make everything all wet. Oh, I feel like that rips easier and is a lot less stress on those seams. So I will still be using the foundation piecing water pen on these last 2 and rip these out. Then I'm going to press my seams towards the dark and come back after I have the entire block laid out. side the block is laid out, I have these pieces right sides together, so left them that way because that's the way that I cut them. And rather than lay them out, I'm just going to go ahead and sew them all. This is a 9 patch. Once we make all these, I guess 2 patch or 2 strip units, once we sew all of these, then it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 patch. We've done that before. I'm going to go through this super quick, and that's because if you want to have a more in-depth version of sewing this together, I did this exact same block yesterday, so you can see step by step how to sew it all together. So instead of doing that a second time, we're going to go through this super quick and then see the finished block. There we go, block 7, yet another fun way to make half square triangles, this time using Thangles. Let's talk about the things that we love about Thangles. Triangle paper, so easy. You get to draw no lines because you are sewing on the paper. The downside is you have to rip out the paper, but super easy, especially with a foundation piece and water pen. Downside is you need to have triangle paper in the different sizes because 4-inch triangle paper only works for 4-inch half square triangles. But you don't have to do any exact cutting. All the measuring is basically done for you on the paper. So let me know if you have used Thangles before or any other kind of triangle paper, and what your favorite method for doing half square triangles is down in the comments. Make sure you've given this video a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what's keeping you. Friends, we've already done 7 different ways to make half square triangles. We're going to keep going throughout the year to show all different kinds of ways to make half square triangles. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single update. Plus, I have lots more quilty fun coming your way. But that's it for today. I will see you right here real soon, my friends, for more quilty fun. Bye for now.